In this video, we are going to make some changes to the tool axis control and collision control. In the previous video, we had set up to use the tool control to use a chain for the holder and linking of the tool. Then we made some changes by adding a new strategy to the collision control, so the tool was no longer colliding with the part. But then we were not happy with the cut pattern as it transitioned from one slice to the other on the cuts midway through. So now we're going to go ahead and make some changes to the tool and collision controls to change the cut pattern again. So once again, let's go ahead and copy over. So we're going to go ahead and take last operation, right click and drag that down, copy after. So let's go inside. Let's go to the parameters. Let's go over to cut pattern. Nothing's going to change here. This is good. Let's go look at the tool axis control. Let's make a change here. So what we're going to do is under the tool axis control, we were coming from that chain that we created, that arc on the top. Let's actually set that to fixed angle to an axis. And we'd like that to go along the z-axis. We're not going to add a tilt angle or a rotary angle. Let's go over to our collision control. Let's look at our strategies. We're not going to add another strategy. What we're going to tell it to do is actually check on the secondary one to check against the entire flute, shoulder, shank, and holder. So let's go ahead and say OK. So the only changes we made was the tool axis to a fixed angle, in this case to a Z, along the Z, and the collision control. So now we've completely removed the option of following along the chain. Say OK. We'll go ahead and regenerate that. I'll left click here. We can see that the motion looks clean, even between each slice. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this as we start to backplot. I'm going to use my S key on the keyboard. You can see the tool going back and forth. And you'll notice the tool is actually standing up. So it's acting like a 3-axis toolpath at this particular time until it starts to make other transitions. And you'll see now it'll start to tilt away. So now it's checking against all those options we had set. So the shank, the holder, everything it's checking against based on our part and our configuration. So we can see it starts to tilt away. And we're getting the motion we wanted to get. So our cut pattern looks really good. Goes all the way to the back side and pulls out. So now that we had that all set up the way we'd like that to work, it's not colliding with any part of the holder or the fixture. This is good. I might go back in there now and say, okay, now that I like the way that the motion, the cut pattern and everything is, I can go back to the cut pattern and maybe make that 3mm step over and regenerate that. So now I've got a lot more cut along that motion. You can see it's a clean path, no collisions. So we're able to use the tool control and the collision controls to basically tell it to avoid different parts of the tool as it comes in to make contact with the floor, or in this case, our cut pattern. This will conclude this video.